The uses of reason. August 5, 1949 was one of the hottest days in the recorded history of Montana, USA. A thunderstorm had swept across the area and started a small fire in Man Gulch. A team of 16 smoke jumpers were sent to fight the fire. Under the command of Captain Wag Dodge, the group jumped into a valley where some trees were burning on the opposite side. Their mission was to cut down the trees on the hill and make a fire line to stop the fire. Until then, nobody had expected that this small fire would bring a disaster. As the men headed down the valley, however, the wind shifted its direction. The fire was beginning to grow, burning toward them rapidly. Realizing the pressing danger, Captain Dodge told his men to drop their heavy tools and run. It seemed all they could do to survive was run to the ridge. While the men were running up the valley, however, Dodge stopped running. He watched the fire burn closer and closer to them, with his feet stuck on the ground. It was less than 50 yards away. He realized that they would not be able to run faster than the fire, even if they ran as fast as they could. At this desperate moment, Dodge came up with an idea. He tested the air, checking the direction of the wind. To everyone's surprise, he took out a match and lit an area of grass in front of him. The fire quickly burnt out, providing him and his men with an area of ash where they would be safe from the frightening flames. He ordered everyone to lie down in the area he had burnt. What Dodge did was something that had never been tried before, so none of them followed his order. The fire was going to reach them in less than 30 seconds. Lying down on the grass must have sounded like nonsense. Left alone, Dodge quickly lay down on the burnt soil. As the flames approached him, he covered his mouth with a wet handkerchief in order not to breathe in the smoke. As the fire surrounded him, Dodge closed his eyes and tried to breathe from the thin layer of oxygen that remained near the ground. Several painful minutes passed, and Dodge survived the fire unharmed. Sadly, with the exception of 2 men who found shelter in a small crack in a rock, all of the other men died in the awful fire. Chased by the frightening fire, the men could only think about their desperate need to escape. The panic narrowed their thoughts to the most basic instinct, which was to run away from the flames. That moment must have been frightening for Dodge, too. Unlike the other men, however, Dodge was able to resist the instinct and remain calm. He turned to his reason, the part of the conscious mind that is capable of deliberate and creative thinking. In other words, he focused on finding a new solution. Like Dodge's case, brilliant ideas can be brought when we regulate our emotions. We can use our reason to reach creative solutions in any crisis. Don't be frozen by panic when you face a difficult problem. Instead, step back and turn your attention to possible solutions. In this way, you can come up with ideas that may help you deal with the situation.